Greetings, fellow traders. Bubble here. It's time for the lunchtime market update for Friday, November the 13th, 2020. I hope everybody's having a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. All right, let's check see where we're at the market here today. So SPX up about 30 points. So it got back over the upper Bollinger Band here on the monthly chart. Weekly chart turning into a red spinning top so far. So that really doesn't help us too much right here, right? So it's basically could be a continuation candle. If it closes green, right, could be a doji sandwich to work its way back up. But it also is kind of playing along with a potential reversal, which we're looking at here in this kind of choppy mess, which is potentially a wave 2 pullback here off of this last impulsive move up, right? So basically, maybe kind of an ABC type move, but it could just be getting started, right? This could be kind of a zigzag move here. We could be ABC. We could get another zigzag move down. Another impulsive move down here to the 382. So kind of really in the air here. I mean, there's lots of things in the air, right? Increased corona cases. Lots of schools are starting to shut down again all over the country, right? Election isn't, called yet, right? So we've got that going on. SPY, really low volume right here, but we'll keep an eye on it and see if it picks up into the end of the day. S&P futures, again, sort of an inside day if you use the after hours levels here. But let's take a look at what we've been looking at here this morning. The big level, and I tweeted this out to everybody here today, was the geometric line today. So really the only trade I took on the SPY today or on the ES was a quick short here on the breakdown through the 15-order below and the geometric line. So got a few points off of that one, which is nice. But really look at all this kind of choppy, grindy action right here. This is nice. We did look at here as a potential move to get to the signal zone, but the risk reward can be a little bit sketchy right there. As you can see, it's kind of finding a little resistance. So the S&P futures are kind of a little bit blah, but let's take a look at the MES here. Get those geometric lines on here again. They're playing out pretty well, right? So we have this other geometric line here at the lows and this one at the highs, so kind of see how those hold going in today. Now the real one that was moving today was the NASDAQ. Complete divergences. This thing just flushed this morning. Now, one of the things that we're really concerned about, right, is over the last couple days after Monday's big breakdown, is that this is really kind of looking like a bear flag after that breakdown, right? So we started a breakdown out of that channel this morning. A lot of names really started to move down nicely. That was completely divergent from the rest of the market, right? The S&P futures were chopping. The VIX was actually dropping, but NASDAQ and some tech names, mostly the big tech names, were going down. And that gave us some good short opportunities this morning, and members did well on that. And we'll take a look at those in a little bit. IWM. Okay, so the IWM, again, some strength in the small caps here today. Again, the one big thing that we're looking at here, and we pointed this out this morning to our members in our morning report, is that we're kind of coming up here to the middle of this prior triangle. This prior triangle center line can be resistance, right? You can see we popped up to it here this morning, and then we're finding a little bit of a pullback on it here today. So that could be pretty interesting going into the rest of the day. The other thing that's interesting is the XLF, just kind of chopping around, right? Broke down below this channel yesterday, and that's kind of in the middle of it, just kind of doing nothing here. So again, it's just sort of a low volume day so far. Again, tech was the only stuff that was really interesting this morning. It's stuff we like to trade anyway, but sometimes it's nice to see the whole market behind it to get the confidence in those moves. So let's take a look at Apple this morning. This is a great short at the open. Gave us a couple nice retraces here. You can see exactly what happened, right? We were channeling down. We broke out of the channel a little bit back down again. This gave a couple nice retraces intraday, and we lost the 15 orb here off this inside 15. It gave a nice good push down this morning. Members did well on that today. Tesla, we pointed out this pullback on it here today, or this retrace here today, as a shortable move, right? And this was right here intraday. We used some key levels that we used on the intraday, and this gave a great shortable downside move on Tesla, which makes for a nice Friday move. Let's look at mini Tesla. NEO. Okay, so NEO, gosh, it's been just unstoppable recently until Citron came out and was like, guys, this thing's a short. It shouldn't be this high, right? So very interesting stuff here today. It gave a nice gap up today. So anybody who's overnight had an opportunity to take some profit on it. Members caught some good shorts on this one today for really great moves. Gave about a 786 50% combo retrace right here, which is tough. But once it confirmed below the 382 and the 618 with this nice inside 5, you got a nice move down on NEO there today. So let's see if that continues to get some downside follow through on that one. A couple other names that are of interest here today was Boeing. We looked for a quick reversal at the open on these levels right here. We had some major congestion. See how we kind of chopped around this area right here. We got a nice drop off of that this morning, and then members ended up able to buy the breakout over those levels here for a really nice move up and did well on Boeing today. The other name that we did well on today as well was AMD. AMD we looked at as a short. Again, tech was weak here. This is about 10:30 was kind of started to break down here. We like the initial breakdown move right here. Then we got a nice 382 retracement here intraday for a great short opportunity to at least get to the 15 orb low. If you got shook out of it there, that's fine. It's still a great trade, right? And then it just continued to flush too. Now it's actually looking a little bit like a bear flag as it's contending with the last wave 618. So in other words, this could be a wave 1, 2, 3, possibly wave 4. Again, remember the guideline of alternation. We might see a wave 5 down to retest the low of the day. We're going to be tracking that throughout the rest of the day. Appreciate everybody's chart requests out there. Let's take a look at Zoom. That's always a popular one. So Zoom, guys, as you know, I've been bearish on this one. We talked about it early this week. I was like, okay, it's working its way up. We might see a retrace off of this candle right here, but it really looks like it's been eyeing that open gap. So this retrace, it's looking like kind of a 1-2-1-2 right here. We might be working on a larger impulsive wave down coming down the line. You'd think logically, with a lot of schools shutting down and more people using Zoom, that this thing is, they'd keep pounding on this one on the bullish side, but it's below that 80 EMA. We had a doji reversal day yesterday. Came back in, filled the closing gap today. Let's continue to look for that to see if any rips are shortable on Zoom. Disney. Earnings today. Okay, so it got a nice gap up and a big reversal. Like I said yesterday, Disney's a tough one to trade off of earnings, right? It's stuck between this big range here today. It did give a down move, but again, not a fun one. See what it does on Monday on maybe a 30 orb type move. Cisco is another one out there too. Also had a big move up here, but like we said, guys, there's a good chance for a reversal on it. It did give a push down here this morning. It's kind of chopping around in that range. So they're holding up here a little bit, but other than that, it's kind of out of play here. Let's take a look at DKNG. Okay, so DKNG with a nice 15-hour breakdown. So it's a good move there off of earnings, right? Kind of gave a good push down here, retrace, and then a 15-hour breakdown for a nice move down on DKNG. Let's take a look at Penn. Okay, Penn, I think kind of in some sympathy here with DKNG. Gave a nice move up here this morning. Again, the casinos were pretty strong here this morning as it's entering its way back into this triangle range. FSLY. Let's take a look at this one. So FSLY, decent move, right? Kind of got over this this channel level here today with a gap up and kind of retesting it. So let's see how that holds on FSLY. TDOC, this is a good one here. This is one that Paul mentioned this morning to have some potential. It just has, it's coming into the golden zone here right now. So let's see how this holds on TDOC. Again, the 618 retrace, we said this morning, we said the mid 170s could be very interesting for it. See how it holds right here. If not, right, we might be looking at a larger wave down on TDOC. So good stuff there. And last one is BABA. Okay, so BABA, guys, looking weak here. Inside day down. Again, having NEO go down and a couple of these Chinese names work their way down too has been pretty bearish on it. It's coming back testing this next level right here with a closing gap filled. It's coming into the middle of the triangle as well, so this could be an area of potential support for it, but generally pretty bearish here. Looks like a wave 1, 2, 3. We might see kind of an ABC4, and then we'll see if it gives an impulsive move down to get to the 200-day in the next couple weeks. So anyway, guys, good stuff. I appreciate everybody for tuning in and for your requests. I hope everybody has an awesome rest of your trading day. We'll see you guys in the market wrap, and until then, stay healthy out there, and remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game.